Right, the retest, the one that matters. Let's just go through these answers. I'll do it page by page to make sure you understand what to do. Right, first one. If you've got a fraction, you need to get rid of the fraction. To get rid of a denominator, you multiply it out. So you multiply both sides by 4. If you multiply a fraction where the denominator is 4 by 4, times 4 here, then it becomes 3x minus 1 on this side. And obviously 4 lots of 2x is 8x. Now we've got a simple equation to solve. Minus 3x is from both sides. You get minus 1 is 5x, and if 5x's are that, divide by 5 to get what 1x is, it's minus a fifth. If you're factorising this, you're looking for a number that goes into 2 and 6, well that'll be 2, that's the biggest number. A power of x that goes into x and x squared, well x is the lowest power out of those. Power of y to go into y and y squared, again y is the lowest power out of those. And a power of z to go to no z, and z, well, if there's no z here, it can't be a common factor, so you can't take the z out. Then once you've got your highest common factor, which is the bit that comes outside the brackets, you need to work out what's inside the brackets. And so you're saying this times something here is going to equal our first term, 2x squared y. So what do we multiply 2xy by? Get 2x squared y. Well, 2 times 1 is 2, so we don't need to put anything here. X times what is x squared? Well, it's an extra x. Y times what is y? 1, so that's this bit done. 2 times what is 6? That's 3. X times what is x? Again, it's just a 1. Y times what is y squared? That's an extra y. And we need an extra z here. So that's our factorized form. To solve a quadratic by factorization, what do we mean by quadratic? We mean something where the highest term of x, or whatever the letter is x squared. Now, you should be able to recognize this format, x squared plus something x minus something equals 0. When you get questions of this type, or indeed questions of this type, no, actually that's slightly different, so questions of this type, slightly more difficult, but we'll look at those again later. These can be solved by double brackets. You're looking for two numbers which multiply to make the end number and add to make the middle number. That's only the case if you have x squared. As soon as you get 2x squared or minus 3x squared or something, then this principle doesn't apply. So start with numbers that multiply to make 8. Two whole numbers, it's either going to be 4 and 2 or 8 and 1. Because it's a minus here, multiplying to make minus 8, it's going to be one of them being negative. So it's going to be 8 and minus 1, minus 8 and 1, 4 and minus 2, or minus 4 and 2. They add to make 7. So the positive number is going to be the bigger one. So it's either going to be plus 8 and minus 1, or plus 4 and minus 2. Which of those combinations adds to make 7? It's plus 8 and minus 1. Now, once you've written this sum, something plus something minus something, in the form something times something, this is now enabling you to solve it, because if you have two things that multiply to make 0, then if one of them is 0, the product is 0. 0 times anything is 0. So to make x plus 8 equal 0, you make x equal to minus 8. To make x minus 1 equal 0, you make x 1. And those are your two answers. The last one, multiplying out the brackets. A lot of people said there's no number here, so this can't be done. Well, of course, you've got the silent 1 here. 8 minus 1 lot of 4b minus 5. So 8 minus 4, when you expand this bracket, if you see a minus in front of a bracket, it's going to change the sign of everything inside. What we mean by that is anything that was positive will become negative, anything that was negative will become positive. So it becomes 8 minus 4b plus 5. Now you collect together all the common terms. You've got two number terms, 8 and plus 5, they make 13, and you've only got the minus 4b by itself, so that is the final answer.